Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Duels with our Super Mill subscriber deck. Without further ado, be sure to check out the deck tip, by the way, guys, if you haven't already. And also a bit of admin, we're going to be doing a tournament very soon. It was supposed to be for 500 subscribers, but you guys are so damn awesome. We're already at 600. So it's going to be a 600 subscriber tournament. A video should be going up within the week, so be sure to check that out when it does pop up. Anyway, guys, I'll see you shortly. Bye-bye. Alright, we're in, and we are on the play. We can't really take this hand. We don't even have the white mana for the declaration, so we'll throw it back. We've got good mana. We've got card draw when we hit 4 lands. It's not perfect, but I hope we'll just draw into something nice. Let's see. Let's lead off with a mountain. There's no point putting out any of our white spells until later. No need to tell them we're on any of that kind of stuff. Nor do we have any reason to have our white mana out anyway. So, our opponent, by the way, is rank 36, called Fry Walker. I see what you did there. And what's he playing? I would go with vampires. Well, he's definitely more than one colour. Or I'd like to think he is, anyway. And he's going to crack it for us immediately. Oh, he's green. Alright. Not expect green from that avatar, but... And Imprisoned in the Moon is pretty good. Pretty good. So we'll just throw out our island and pass the turn back over. With our opponent not doing much, we are fairly set with the hand that we've got at the moment. As long as it keeps doing nothing, then we're alright, because we don't get started until later. If this guy is super friends, then the Imprisoned in the Moon is pretty good, and also the Geist Blast is quite helpful as well, if he ends up minusing one of his creatures out the gate. So he's got a Sylvan Advocate. That sucks. That's not something we can burn away with our Geist Blasts or anything like that. So with his Evolving Wilds, he's going to grab a White Source. If he is Super Friends, it doesn't matter what lands he's grabbing anymore, because he can cast any Planeswalker with any mana. So we've got to bear that in mind. Let's go with the Clifftop Street, I guess. I don't think it makes a great deal of difference, and we'll pass the turn over. Next turn we do get to comparative analysis, looking for our Sphinx's tutelage so that we can get our damage underway. So what's he got for us? Probably see the Sylvan Advocate come down. We can Radiant Flames it away now. We'll have to bear that in mind, because the moment he hits 5 lands, is it? Something like that. He's got another Oath of Nissa, so he's going to dig a little deeper. He has to sacrifice one of his oaths though, but that's not a problem for him. What's he going to grab? It's enchantment, creature, or planeswalker, isn't it? Creature, land, or planeswalker, sorry. He entirely whiffed or chose not to pick anything. So that's great for us. And he actually tapped down his green source, so him getting his Advocate down is significantly lower. Right, there's no reason for a double white, but there's plenty of reasons for a double blue and red. So we'll play that down. And we'll pass the turn over, and we'll just comparative analysis on his end step. Unless we choose to burn something away with Geist Blast, but somehow I doubt it. So there's the Advocate. It's... how many lands? 6 or more lands. It gets +2/+2, which means it'll be out of our range at 6 lands. But since he's seemingly... oh, he's disconnected. Yeah, it seems like he's stuck on 2. Oh, we're going to draw a card. And there's our Sphinx's tutelage. Okay. Well, we're going to get Sphinx's tutelage right down. Let's get the pain train going. And we might as well take in some inventory. Draw a card, trigger Sphinx's tutelage, and pass the turn over. We don't have any ways of discarding a hand, but I think we're fairly set up for whatever he's going to do. Did he discard a Rootbound Crag? I'm confused. I assumed he left because he was mana screwed, but he seems to have discarded a card along the way. And we haven't milled any of his lands, so he's due to do one. He is Super Friends, quite clearly. So, yeah, he made a mistake taking the hand that he did. We can actually get a Chandra down this turn. Maybe we want to do that. Chandra -3, and then from then on we'll just plus Chandra over and over and over again. We could even just minus her, 0 cost her actually. So there's also that option. Yeah, well, -3 Chandra. He ain't got any red for burn. Doesn't look like he's planning on burning anything. So, yeah, let's -3 the Chandra, get rid of his Advocate. That'll slow him down a little. I hope he hits a land. I'd like a fair fight. There you go. There you go. And he gets a Tireless Tracker. We will Geist Blast that into oblivion. Fortunately for him, he had to play his land first. Unfortunately for us, should I say. Okay, so we'll Geist Blast that way so he don't get any advantage. Not that we wouldn't want him to do any of the... We'll Surge Comparative Analysis to draw 2 cards, and then I think we'll 0 cost Chandra to discard our hand, because it's actually pretty crap of a hand. So we get to refill our hand +1, discard all the cards, and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sphinx's Tutelage triggers. That's 12 cards minimum. Probably is 12 cards though, because he is probably 5 colour, I'm going to imagine. So we've pretty much got this game in the bag the moment we hit a tutelage. And we'll pass the turn over. So yet again, we've got creature removal for days. We've got take inventory so that we can draw 2 cards, I believe. Oh, he's hit an Angelic Purge. That sucks. So he sacked his Oath of Nissa to get rid of our Sphinx's Tutelage. Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll get our Gyreach Sanitarium down. I think what we'll do is we'll 0 cast Chandra again to try get the tutelage, because I'm pretty sure we'll hit one. Oh, not quite. Okay, well, we'll take inventory. That should draw us 3 cards, I believe. Yep, there's 3, and there's our tutelage. So tutelage is back online. We can even get down a Fevered Visions. Should have probably Collective Defiance there, actually, and discard all the cards. Well. We'll trigger that. We get more of Planeswalkers. Let's get rid of the Sanitarium, actually. We've already got one down, and the Legend rule will not allow us to place another. So I'm pretty sure we win next turn. I don't see how we don't. Because we can empty our hand with Chandra and empty our hand with Collective Defiance. So that's a lot of triggers off the tutelage, which is almost a guaranteed win as long as tutelage stays on the board. And he's going to end his turn. He's going to get burnt. So we have won. And we get another tutelage, so we're about to stupidly mill him. So, Sphinx's Tutelage. Then we're going to discard all the cards in our hand. So that's 12 triggers from the Sphinx's Tutelage. That's 24 cards he has to mill. And then we could 0 cast Chandra for another... what would it be at this point? 14 triggers off of the Sphinx's Tutelage, but I'm not going to do that since we're literally just watching a timer go down. So that's Turbo Mill in a nutshell. I don't think our opponent could have done much about that, even if he did have all the lands that he needed. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next game. Bye bye. Oh, 2 more triggers. And Pass the turn. He's going to pull some Marasa. You can take whatever land or creature you want, sir. A Linvala, yeah, that'll save you. Alright, guys, I'll see you in the next game. Okay, we're in and we're on the draw. It's a crap hand, really. Yeah, we can take this. Evolving Wilds gets her our island. Next turn, we either blast or draw a card trying to find our tutelage, and then we've got Fevered Visions online. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this! It looks like we're either against Madness or Vampires. Instinct tells me it is Vampires. Okay. Comparative analysis isn't bad. It's not great either. Our opponent, by the way, is rank 21, called Chiral. I'm going to pass the turn over. I'm not going to inform him as to my colours just yet. What's he going to do? Red-black. Okay. And another neonate. Right. That's fair play. He's going to get in for 1 damage. It's fine with me. So is he going to do anything else with his 1 mana? Maybe play another neonate? No, he's not. He's just going to pass the turn. So we are going to go get our blue source. The island. And we're just going to plains. And do we want to take inventory? Yeah, let's do it. Let's take some inventory. Let's try find that tutelage. The sooner we find it, the better. So it looks like we're going to be in a quite aggressive matchup, so it's quite important that we find our tutelage fast, otherwise we might be in a bit of trouble. So yeah, this is Vampires. Definitely Vampires. We're taking 2 here, and we're going to take 4 next turn, unfortunately. Question is whether I want to even put the Fevered Visions down now. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That cuts out both of his neonates. Oh, but he can discard a card to stop his other one from dying. Well, we're going to put down the Clifftop Retreat. We're on 3 mana now. Do I want to risk him potentially just sacking one for a Declaration in Stone? I kind of need to stop the damage as it is right now. And if he doesn't sack, he loses both. And we can Galvanic Bombardment his Bloodsworn. So it's whether or not his knowledge of his own cards, yes, is what he thinks it is. Fantastic. It was a bit of a gamble, because I think he should have discarded unless he has something decent in his hand. He does obviously get 2 clue tokens to draw into something better, but we might as well blow this up. Can't see why not. So he's doing no damage to us, which is exactly where we want to be. And then we can start the mill train going. He's going to sack his clue token. I assume probably because he hasn't found a land. Yeah, he was looking for a land. So he's found a sanitarium, so we're going to expect a lot of instant speed creatures to come out of that deck. And in which case, we probably want to get the Pain Train going. We'll leave the Nahiri. I think I want to leave the Nahiri for using the -2 ability for when it comes down. Plus, Fiery Temper off the Sanitarium is potentially a thing. We could draw 2 cards. We could Talent of the Telepath. We actually get 2 instants or sorceries from him, and we could get some Madness cards. Oh, beautiful. Collective Defiance and Avacyn's Judgment. We will cast both of them. Yeah, this is definitely Vampires. Madness Vampires, more specifically. 2 damage to him. And... do we want to discard all the cards in our hand? Yeah. I don't think Nahiri is actually that good in this matchup, and neither is Fevered Visions. We don't want him to give him advantage. And the card draw is only good because we're trying to find our Sphinx's tutelage. So actually discarding a hand gets us there faster. Alright, so next turn is likely a take inventory into Collective Defiance. Still trying to find that Sphinx's tutelage. It is one of the downsides. Oh, continue playing. We have won, apparently. Oh, why Fever Divisions? Why? Yeah, it's one of the downsides of Sphinx's tutelage decks. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I want to take inventory first. Oh, why did you tap our red? Gosh, dang it. Alright, well. Shall I put the Fever Divisions down? No. No, it's a bad idea. It is a bad idea. Our opponent's current hand made him scoop up, so with that in mind, I'm not going to help him with any of his draws. Let's draw a card and discard a card. You've tapped my red again, game, and I absolutely bloody hate you for that. We're going to discard the Fevered Visions. I know I can press tab and control and whatever it is to change the mana over, but it should know that I want to do this. Is there isn't any other options really in my hand? Right, let's take inventory. Try find that tutelage. This game is not over by any means, although our opponent seem to think so. So he's hit another mana. He's on 4 now. He should be able to do whatever he wants, but he's not going to do anything. Why is he not going to do anything? I'm confused. The opponent, the AI might be wanting to madness a few of these cards in. He could do a 1 mana madness in at the moment, but meh. Right, so we can put down a red source. We can Forgotten Creation. I'm gonna watch my own land tapping here. There we go. We can Forgotten Creation, and then we can Collective Defiance to discard our entire hand again. And that way, we can, yet again, search for the Sphinx's tutelage, which apparently is all the way at the bottom of our deck. There's one. So yeah, he has a Fiery Temper for us. He's going to get rid of our Forgotten Creation, but that's not a problem. We have another Collective Defiance for some super triggers off the tutelage. We are getting quite low down in our deck now, though. But that also means we're going to find more tutelages off the Collective Defiance. So we're going to bear that in mind. Okay, he's passed the turn over. We are going to play a Prairie Stream. We're going to tap out for our Sphinx's tutelage. And then Collective Defiance again. No point targeting his face. And in fact, we can't quite get a tutelage out this turn. But we can discard 3 and draw 3, which is 3 triggers on the tutelage. We get an Imprisoned in the Moon and 2 lands. Looking forward to getting rid of this hand. So we're about halfway down on our opponent's deck. We're over halfway on ours and we've only found 1 tutelage. We are due to find another. Come on, you've got 5 mana now. You must have something to do. Heir of Falcon Wreath, okay. So we can discard to get a 3-2, is it? Yeah, it's a 3-2 flying. Very likely wants to do that. At some point anyway, probably on the attack when he's convinced that we don't have any combat tricks or counters. Yeah. Alright. We get to draw and we hit tutelage. How many things have we got? We've got 1, 2. So this is a take inventory for 3. Or 4, maybe. I just miscounted that entirely because I'm a silly sausage. Alright. we can Guy Reach Sanitarium to draw an extra card. Leaving up 3 for a tutelage. We do not find one. Let's drop the Evolving Wilds. We've got plenty of basics now. I don't mind drawing into them. I think we've pretty much just got this game. Okay. So we're going to do that. We could even just play the other Guy Reach, Legend Rule it, and get another trigger off the tutelage. Yeah, why not? The one to keep, that one. Looking for that other tutelage, which makes this go all the faster. He's found himself a Navisin's Judgment, so 2 damage to us. Oh dear. Oh, he didn't even discard it from the Sanitarium. Alright. Discard just a Mountain. So he has a 3-2 now. It's not going to do him much good. And he also gets the Fiery Temperers again with the discard. That is one downside of the Sanitarium. A lot of his cards are Madness, so we slightly help him out that way, but he's at 9 cards now. So I don't see him getting out of this, really. Not in this time frame that we've got available, because we've got a trigger off the Sanitarium for 2 cards. We've got Sphinx's Tutelage for 6 that we can do. Hopefully we get another draw spell. An Ahxello. Only good to draw him extra cards, which speeds up our clock. So that won't do him any favours. Okay. He draws, well, loses 1 life. He's down to 7 cards. Come on, draw spell. That is not a draw spell, but it does make sure that he can't kill us through damage. So we're going to Sanitarium. He could Fiery Temperers again, but we are going to burn away his creature. Let's discard the Clifftop Retreat. Why not? He gets to discard that. He discarded a creature that he can't cast. The Bloodhole Priest. So that's lost forever. We're actually going to Geist Blast his Vampire. Because if we ever hit a draw spell off of that, we just straight up win. And then we'll also imprison in the moon his Ahxello so that he doesn't have answers. So he can't draw into one of his last 2 cards, for example. That might somehow magically give him 10 damage on the board. And he plays a Liliana. Liliana, yet again, only really good for milling himself. Ain't gonna do that. So we've got this one in the bag. We literally just have to trigger Sphinx's Tutelage, and that will be the win. So just pass your turn over, sir, or madam, or AI, who's just milled himself. Alright. Well, we literally just have to pass the turn now. Oh, we got some card draw spells. Isn't that nice? Alright, we'll just pass the turn over. We'll do nothing. And we will win. Yay. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today, so be sure to stick around to see the videos that should be coming up tomorrow. If you've liked the content and the deck, be sure to leave a like, it helps me out a great deal. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so, it helps me out even more. And as always guys, I will see you tomorrow for some more Magic Duels. See you later.